All right, let's dive into something that's totally changing the game. We're talking about how data is transforming marketing from what a lot of people see as just a cost center into a predictable, powerful profit engine. Let's get right into it.
And hey, before we really get going, if you enjoy what we're doing here, a quick like and subscribe would be amazing. It really helps us make more of these explainers for you.
Okay, picture this. You're a marketing director, it's late, and your phone rings. It's the chairman of the board, and the news is bad. He wants to slash your budget by 36%. And this isn't just some made-up story, right? This is a real-life nightmare for marketers, especially when money gets tight.
So why is marketing always the first on the chopping block? Well, for a lot of folks in the C-suite, things like brand awareness can sound fuzzy, It's not as concrete as a sales number. So when push comes to shove, that marketing budget often looks like the easiest thing to cut. And that right there is the million-dollar question for every marketer today, isn't it? How do you prove that you're not just a line-item expense, but a real investment that actually makes the company money? Well, the answer to that is a total game changer.
It all comes down to what we call the measurement revolution. We're seeing marketing transform from this kind of blurry art form into a hard, data-driven science.
And at the heart of this whole thing is a super powerful idea. If you can measure it, you can control it. It's really that simple. If you know it's working, you can do more of it. If you know it's not, you can fix it. This isn't just some catchy phrase. It's literally the bedrock of all modern marketing.
Okay, so what are we even talking about with data-driven marketing? Basically, it's about using what you know about your customers, their habits, what they buy, what they click on, to make your marketing way, way smarter. You can personalize stuff so it actually connects with people, and, this is the big one, you can finally prove that the money you're spending is actually coming back as profit.
All right, let's look at a real-world example. We'll start with the hunt for new customers. And honestly, there's no better story to tell here than an absolutely brilliant one from Porsche.
I mean, just look at the difference here. The old way, that's the junk mail we all know and, let's be honest, hate. It's like throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping something sticks. Super expensive, totally wasteful. But the new way? It's the polar opposite. It's smart, it's personal, it's efficient, and you can track literally everything.
So check this out. Porsche didn't send some cheap paper flyer. No way. They sent this gorgeous, heavy, engraved metal mailer. It felt important. It made you feel special. And it led you to this cool website where you could design your dream car. This wasn't junk mail. It was an event.
So how'd they do it? The secret sauce was data. They found people who already drove a nice car and, get this, also liked to golf. Then came the personalization. Your name was engraved on the plate. You got your own personal website, and the genius part? The second you landed on that page, they knew. They could track every single thing you did.
And the results? Just wow. A 30% response rate. Let that sink in. We're talking about a product that costs over $100,000. For that audience, busy, high-income people, a 30% response rate is absolutely insane. It's almost unheard of. That's what happens when you mix smart data with amazing creativity.
And it's not just for fancy sports cars. This works in the business-to-business world too, in ways you wouldn't expect. Take DuPont. They use data to sponsor a NASCAR driver. The result? One executive told a story about how his 2-year-old son started pointing at construction sites and yelling, "Look, a Jeff Gordon house." I mean, a 2-year-old making that connection? That's brand loyalty on a whole other level, and it all started with a data-driven decision.
Okay, so clearly data is a beast when it comes to getting new customers. But what about the ones you've already got? That's just as important, if not more. So let's talk about how you can use data to build some serious, long-lasting customer loyalty.
I love this story about Lexus. A guy brings his car in with a small scratch, probably dreading the repair bill. But the service person just says, "Oh, don't worry about that. We take care of little things like that for free." Can you imagine the relief? That tiny, probably inexpensive gesture just created a customer for life. That's not just being nice. That's a smart business decision, powered by knowing how valuable that customer is over the long haul.
And this right here is exactly the kind of data that makes a decision like that possible. Just look at the graphs. This is from a study by Continental Airlines. On the left, you see how much money they're making off a customer right now. A lot of them are kind of meh. But on the right, that's their potential lifetime value. And look at that. Some customers who aren't making you much money today could be worth a fortune over their lifetime. Data lets you see that hidden gold.
So knowing this, Continental created a sort of customer rescue program. If one of their top-tier flyers had a flight delay, they didn't just get a form letter. Nope.
Within 12 hours, a personal apology landed in their inbox, maybe with some extra miles or lounge access. They literally used data to find the exact moment a customer was unhappy and turn it into a chance to make them more loyal. Brilliant.
All right, so let's bring it all together. What does this all mean? It means we need a whole new mindset for marketing. It's not about data or creativity. It's about fusing the two together.
This chart really says it all, doesn't it? Traditional marketing on its own, the return is okay, I guess. Then you bring in data and boom, things get a lot better. But the real magic, the home run, is that last bar. When you take all that smart data and you pair it with a truly fantastic creative idea like that Porsche mailer, that's when you get incredible results.
And that right there is the most important thing to remember. This is not about letting spreadsheets kill creativity. It's the exact opposite. The future of marketing is all about using data to make our creative ideas smarter, bolder, and more effective than ever before.
So, I'll leave you with this one thought to chew on. In this day and age, if you're not measuring your marketing, are you actually doing marketing at all? Or are you just guessing with a really big checkbook?
Hey, thanks so much for sticking with us through this breakdown. If you found it helpful and you're ready to stop guessing and start growing, do us a huge favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more. We'd love to see you again next time.